So what we're going to do now is just at the bottom left, we're going to plus open another little page. So on this page, we're going to be placing a main view, a section view, and a detail view. So we're just going to place a base view again. We're going to change the scale to 1 to 2 to have just visible lines, and then we'll just place that on there, front on. So that's our parent view. So we can just pop that on. Um, The next thing we're going to do is we're just going to place a section view. So we just click on the section view tool in our create box up there. And then I just click on the parent view. So I click on the view I want to cut in half like a cake. So I just click on that and then I click the 2 points I want to draw my cut line between. So I click those 2 points and then I just click the tick button and that will finish it off. And then it will allow me to place the section view. So what we can do is we can just click there to place it. So that's all done, which is great. And then I'm just going to click into that label box because we don't actually need the scale label because it's going to be the same as the other drink bottle on our page. So I'm just going to type in section. I'm going to drag it out so it's all on one line. And then I can just drag that to the bottom. I make sure it's 5 mil high. And yeah, that's all good there. So that's all nicely done. The next thing we're going to do is we want to create a detail view. So I can just click detail view in the top left. I can click the view I want to detail. So I'm going to detail my sectioned view. I just click to place the center of my detail view circle. And then I click out. And then I just click again to place the view. So just lots of clicking, have a play around. And so once I've placed that view, it'll turn like that. And we just label it as well. So I label it detail. And this time I do want the scale, so it said 1 to 1 because it's a different scale than the main thing. So what I can do now is I can go and add some dimensions, and I want to dimension things that are not visible in my first page of orthographic views. So I'm just going to like dimension the thickness of my insulated walls, the gap of air between the insulated walls, maybe the thickness of my filter there, the height of my filter. So I only want to sort of dimension things that are important on the inside of the bottle, like maybe the distance between parts that you can't see from the outside, that sort of thing. And I want to make sure my dimensions are lined up into sets. So you can see my 17 and 19 are in line. Now I'm going to put my 2 and 2 in line. So I usually have the bigger dimensions on the outside and the smaller dimensions on the inside. Can you see that? Closer to the bottle are the smaller dimensions and further away are the bigger. That's just sort of a general rule. And we line them up in sets. Now I want you to go back to your main drink bottle design, so nothing to do with your drawing at this point. Go into your drink bottle design and go from the design tab to the animation tab this time. In that animation tab, it just allows us to pull apart our drink bottle into an exploded view. So I just pull the lid up and you can see along the bottom I've got different storyboards. So I've got storyboard 6, this one is on. And once I've just pulled that up, I probably want to save my thing. So save it. As you can see in my design workspace, it's still together, but my animation workspace is still apart. So now I go back to my drawing page, I relink it up the top where the little error thing is. So that top chain with the error, I just want to relink it. And that sort of relinks my saved bottle to my technical drawings. So now I want to go place a base view. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, instead of clicking model in my representation, I'm going to click storyboard 6. That'll give me my little exploded view you can see there. So that's quite nice. I've got my little exploded view. I've put it home as the angle, and you can see I've got that nice exploded view on an angle. I'm going to make another base view. Instead of, for the representation, I'm going to go storyboard 6. And for the angle that I want it on, I'm just going to put it as a south facing sort of one. So I'm looking up from the bottom. So as you can see there, I've got two little drink bottles that are 1 to 2 in scale that just got the lid popped off. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to detail both of them. So I'm going new detail, and I'm just going to detail that one. So click the parent view and then click again to draw the circle. And I'm going to change the scale to 1 to 2 to make it a bit smaller. And I'm going to pop that on my page and I can delete the label above it. And then I'm going to do the same with the other drink bottle. Detail view, select the parent, draw the circle, make it 1 to 2, and then place it on the page. So the two big ones we've drawn off to the side, they're actually not going to be visible on the page and they don't need to be. I'm just adding those two in the top right to sort of add clarity to the little lid assembly bit. So I'm just going to label it as well, and I'm just going to probably label it like isometric view for assembly clarity or that sort of thing. So you can actually add little 3D views in the top right um, to sort of show it going together a bit nicely. You can choose what views you want up there. So you might want the filter coming out or something, just something to show it assembling more clearly. And then I just go back into my title block and I can edit the things like I'll call it like drink bottle section in detail, pop my name in, date, and then I'll make sure the scale's all good. Third angle projections in there because we've got nice 2D views all aligned, and I'm all done.